Welcome back. Rajasthan is heading for assembly elections this month. Voting in the state is set to be held on the 25th of November with over 200 seats in contest. Bharatiya Janata Party has announced names of 156 candidates but is yet to declare a CM face. The Congress Party has also released names of 151 candidates for the polls and is extremely confident of retaining power in the state. My colleague Santia Gora caught up with Congress MLA and former Deputy Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Sachin Pilot.
We believe today the atmosphere, the feedback, whatever I've travelled, I think the Congress Party is well placed to come back to power, and we are working unitedly to achieve that target. The BJP is in a disarray in Rajasthan, and nationally also the government has nothing to write home about. The promises made by the BJP at the central level have not materialized, and I feel that the Congress Party is gaining strength in all the states. Karnataka we won, Himachal Pradesh we won, and we're very well placed in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. So Rajasthan also, I think people have made up their mind to support the Congress government, and once we form the government, we'll decide how to take it forward. But our agenda, our roadmap, our view on how Rajasthan should move forward, that's very clear, and that's what people will vote for.
But so this time, even your government is facing corruption charges. There are ED raids, paper leak scam, so many other charges as well. So how do you respond to that? Because corruption is what you guys fought against, especially if I talk about your election agenda when I interviewed you last time.
देखो ऐसा है, ये जो recent जो raids and notices आए हैं, this is completely politically motivated. The BJP
even the paper leak scam allegations.
So for 5 years they did nothing. But I think paper leak is absolutely unacceptable, and anyone who's involved in it must be given suitable punishment, in fact more than what they deserve. Young people's future we cannot play with. We have to safeguard their interests. But to raid someone's home, to attack the party president, to give summons on the eve of the poll, when elections have been declared, it tells you that they're scared of losing the election. That's why they're using the agencies to threaten and to put fear in the minds of the Congress people. That's not the way people of Rajasthan will vote. I think people have decided that the government has done and the party has worked together, and we have to repeat this government. And Rajasthan, the 4.5 years of BJP in Rajasthan, I mean, they've done nothing to associate themselves with the common man's problem. Ab jaake they're now getting on Rath Yatras and Parivartan Yatras and Jan Akrosh Yatras, but getting no traction. So people, the mood and sentiment is very, very in favor in the Congress Party.
But so you're also very differently positioned this time. The rift between the Pilot camp and Gehlot camp and you and the CM is out and open for everyone to see. He has called you names, he has called you traitors. How do you think you're going to put up a united front? It becomes very difficult and isn't, so I'll just complete my question. Do you think it's going to affect the morale of your supporters, and how is it going to affect the voters? Because there's no united front.
First of all, there are no individual supporters. My supporters, his supporters, their supporters, all Congress supporters. We work as a family. And I think the issue that I raised was accepted by the AICC. Some steps were taken to address those issues, and we moved forward. And I've been advised by Mr. Kharge and Mr. Rahul Gandhi that whatever has happened in the past, whether it's name calling, whether it's allegations, whatever someone may have said or not said, we must forget that, forgive, forget and move on. And I've been advised that and suggested that by the Congress President and the ex-Congress President, and I'm going by that diktat and that request that they have made. And I think today the need of the hour is for the Congress Party to regain its strength to defeat the BJP in next Lok Sabha elections. For that, people of India are looking up to the Congress Party, and we as congressmen have a large responsibility. It's not about one person, one individual, one chair, one post. It's about people's voice being heard and the change that people are expecting. Congress is the alternative, and the India Alliance will do well only when the Congress Party does well also.
So Rajasthan is going to be an important state in terms of course, building a roadmap for Lok Sabha as well. And the backbone of the state are the farmers. Talking about the promises which were made to the farmers, farm loan waiver, a blanket farm loan waiver, which was announced by Mr. Gandhi himself. But on ground, only those who secured loans from cooperative societies and banks, only they got their loans waived.
So, farmers that were taken loan from cooperative societies, from any individual banks, state banks, all of them have been taken care of. But central government banks, where we are willing to negotiate and asking for settlement, if a large corporate, lakhs of crores can be waived off, small farmers don't be willing to talk. But the government is actually not engaged in conversations with the government of India, large-scale national banks, because there's a process to do that. For the farmers, whether it's electricity, whether it's subsidized rates, whether it's fertilizers, whether it's seeds, Congress has done enough for the farmers. Unlike the BJP, which made 3 black laws for the farmers to kill the mandi system, they had to take it back because they were anti-farmers. So farmers know who's in their interest and who's not in their interest.
So based on my tour and the stories I did, I spoke to multiple farmers in multiple areas, and all of them, they had this, grievance against your government, farm loan waiver. They say that it's not waived.
It's fine for some individual to have grievance, but largely speaking...
Do you think it's not going to impact the...
No, I think maybe some individuals, but largely we have lived up to our manifesto promises. It is true that when we were in government last time, we were reduced to 21 MLAs. But now we have a different narrative, we have a different way of moving forward, we're working unitedly, and it's not about X, Y, and Z. It's about the Congress party performing well, securing a mandate, and then we'll see who gets to do what responsibility and what job is being tasked to which leader.
So another important thing is women's safety, and Rajasthan has done very poorly. If I talk about the latest NCRB data of 2021, Rajasthan was on number 2 when it came to crimes against women, and for 18, 19 and 20, Rajasthan topped when it came to rape cases.
I think the Chief Minister has already answered this question many times. We've made it mandatory in Rajasthan to lodge an FIR. They are not hiding cases, they're not putting it under the carpet, they're accepting whatever the realities are. And also, whenever some incident happens, strict and swift action is taken. You judge the government by the action it takes, because in society there will be some crimes, there will be some illegality, there will be some mishaps, but how to address them, that's what the government. So whether you look at UP or Madhya Pradesh, I think they're second to none when it comes to crime against women, but I think even one single crime is unacceptable. So whatever it takes to address that issue, we'll take that forward.
So my last question, which I asked you in 2018 as well, what about the CM phase, sir? How exactly? In
our party, we don't have any CM phase. We don't declare. We fight elections, get majority, then the MLAs and the leadership of the Congress party decides who will do what job. In 2018, I was party president. We didn't declare a CM phase. We all had a one-line...
You were a contender, sir, and once the results were out...
We had a one-line resolution of the MLAs that whoever the leadership in Delhi wants will become chief minister. Similar thing will happen in Rajasthan again. And not just Rajasthan, in all states. That has been the practice, that has been the convention, that has been the tradition of the Congress party. And no matter what anyone says, the party line is very clear on that.
But sir, 2018 was pretty embarrassing for Congress government, not Congress government, Congress per se, because you and Mr. Gehlot had to make multiple trips to Delhi before the CM was announced. So do you think we will end up seeing a repetition?
Let's focus on getting a majority first. Okay. That's what our first priority is. Once we get majority, all these things will happen.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News Center. More news and updates continue right here.